Jagged and Norbert, definitely both characters that stand alone, right? Stand great alone. That's how they're designed. They're supposed to be able to be played separately, and then but like are supposed to become stronger when you're good at switching between the two. They're not necessarily like characters you feel like you're forced to swap between. It's Ember? Oh, that actually also makes sense. Okay, okay. The red Ember on Sweet Dreams. Relatively big stage. I'm not really surprised. I've assumed that like Thunder just wants to take it slow, uses a diagonal projectile to like close in space. As Twitch is trying to do something. I don't know, he just swapped like 3 times. So, yeah, if you want... Oh, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, definitely interesting so far. You can see that Twitch is kind of trying to test the waters here a bit, not being too aggressive, but actually doing pretty well here, putting a booty here in... Oh my gosh,
You could just say Thunders.
I'll go Thunders, alright. Putting Thunders kind of in a tough spot at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. Like Thunders is just like, but at the same time, Thunders is just kind of chilling, be like just also testing out the waters, but overcommitting a little bit harder. I feel like than he has to. I don't know why Twitch keeps switching back and forth.
All the strat, man. Twitch has been figuring out how to use this character. We were talking earlier, you know, you being a beta tester, very aware of how this character works. We're just seeing like bare fundamentals of this character, and Twitch is schmoovin'.
Yeah, Twitch is deciding to stick mostly to Daggett, like being faster and more combo oriented, but having a harder time to deal, or like being easier to get into, but having a harder time like at range. That being said, still having really good tools to get in with the Norbert assist, but now have swapped to Norbert, who does have more range. I don't know if they have more range than Ember though, but is going to die to that upcharge. So it's really even. Both are just like going toe to toe with each other, trying to figure out exactly what the other person wants to do. But I feel like if you're in this situation, as Twitch, you have the advantage because you have 2 characters they have to figure out. And if you are good enough at playing both in a different way, then it becomes really hard for your opponent to figure out exactly what to do as long as you keep swapping enough.
Alright, and we're seeing a swap here, which I do think was a good choice here. I feel like I was seeing Twitch struggle a little bit, try to get the call out there. Didn't want to get punished, so actually taking advantage of that slime meter, but does grab thrown off here. Risky recovery, somehow avoids that forward strong.
Yeah, barely, too. Like, so fun thing about these characters, right, is that like Daggett plays. Ooh, that was a really good read. Daggett plays a lot like Pikachu, and you can kind of tell, right? Like he's going in more, using these up airs, trying to use the forward hitbox of up air as well as nair. And then Norbert plays more like Marth, with more range and tippers and all of that stuff. Actually having the exact same like tipper forward and down air as Marth, with like how they're oriented as well. So
maybe I should try this character out. I'm a little bit of a Marth fan. And a projectile mixed in. Ooh, that's gotta be broken.
Oh yeah, they're really good for sure. But obviously they're still really light. They're still really fragile, right? Their recoveries are also pretty exploitable. Daggett has a really good horizontal recovery, while Norbert has a really good vertical recovery, but diagonally they kind of like don't have much going on. So it's definitely really hard for them to recover from specific positions as long as you know how to put them in there.
From what I've been seeing right now, grab seems so powerful in this game. It can be so deadly, and it's just you get so much distance, and it puts your opponent in such a bad spot.
Definitely. Being able to have control, like even if you don't have a good combo throw. Okay. Jab, slime cancel, run forward strong, or sorry, forward air for the spike. Absolute insane like awareness from Thunders that would end kill, and he would be close enough from the stage to be able to do so. And now Twitch is running from behind.
Ooh, but it's looking scary here for Thunders at the moment, trying to hold on to this stock lead at the moment, doing a pretty good job here, getting a solid combo into that back air, trying to get a second one, able to get the grab here. This could be the moment here, but interesting enough, trying to play safe, but Twitch actually able to take advantage of the slime meter there, but still not able to make it back to center stage.
Thunder's also having access to this cheer meter, which Ember has built up, which means that their next special is going to be insanely strong, which is insane for a few of their specials. Ooh, but they whiffed. That's so unfortunate. Now a little bit like weight off of the shoulders of Twitch, not having to worry too much about those cheer meters specials. Obviously, like very hard to. Ooh, that's not the right button, Thunders.
Unfortunate, but does have the stock lead at the moment. Twitch though, pretty good spot. You were talking about the chair earlier, but it doesn't look to be the case anymore.
I kind of lost track of what you meant. I'm sorry.
Oh, maybe I'm mistaken. What you what you're talking about.
It was good for recovery. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh.
I don't remember. There's too much happening. Oh,
Not gonna be enough. Not quite.
Oh.
Oh, able to avoid the projectile, making the recovery.
Cheater.
But no.
Oh.
Oh, and the punish, and the cancel.
Oh, that's basically an even game right now. Is that gonna be enough? No, barely not. Basically, both of these opponents have one read away. Ooh, they're one read away from taking this first game, which could arguably be one of the more important games of this set, because the winner of this game will have advantage. Oh, did they connect?
Patience here from both players. Able to get away from the projectiles there. Twitch getting hit there, and that's it. ThundeRzReiGN taking round 1.
Yeah, Thunder's insanely. It's just such an insane player. He's just doing so well, controlling space, controlling all of that stuff. There was only a minute and a half left on the clock, I think. So it was like a really slow game, even though they were constantly interacting with each other. They just couldn't find the right openings to make stuff happen, right? So obviously insanely good reads from both players as well. Like they both killed each other, I think, pretty early once, but just the fact that like they were both so hard to open up made it like just a slower game, even though it really didn't feel like it.
Yeah, you were talking about it earlier about how, or actually we talked about it, how in most cases here, since the game is so new, people are still learning the game. They're still learning a lot of the mechanics, so these games are going quite a bit slower. And having that 4 stocks in combination, I think what I saw in chat from production is that was an 8-minute game.
It was close to an 8-minute game, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But like definitely, like I think the thing is the way how slime works, I feel like if you make it 3 stocks, then that's gonna just feel bad for the players. So it's like it kind of depends. Like if you give people more slime per interaction to counterfeit that, then slime just becomes really abundant and becomes too powerful. So it's like such a delicate balance that I don't know if like what exactly that's gonna be done about it. But it's gonna take some time and some experimentation and all that stuff.
I believe in the meta. I feel like right now it is a little bit of an issue, but as time goes on, as we go further in, like a month or so, I feel like people will have combos more optimized, will be taking stocks left and right.
Yeah, and it also doesn't help that this is one of the bigger stages in this tournament. It is the biggest stage side blast zone wise, and like a normal height. So people are just going to live on here longer than most other stages as well.
In terms of, you know, Twitch playing a relatively safe character, right? Or at least playing safe for the most part by just keeping their positioning, staying away from Thunder. Thunder's trying to find that opening, but struggles to find it here and there. It's looking very similar to the previous round.
Yeah, but Thunder's is like so far behind again. Yeah, I feel like if Twitch can definitely try to keep it up. I do have to say, I think Twitch is doing better in this matchup as Daggett, specifically. Like, I feel like when they were Norbert, like last time at least, they were just like so much like more in disadvantage.
Oh, 100%. Oh, wait, it looks like almost able to hit the up air there. I'm not sure. So, in terms of like weight of these different characters, what are we looking in terms of the weight difference here?
Oh, that's a good question. I would have to look that up to be really precise about it. I probably have.
The Beavers have to be relatively light, but do they have different weight values based on what
they do have different weight values. So, I'm just gonna say the raw numbers because it's a bit hard to like explain exactly. But Daggett is 83 and Norbert is 87. So Norbert is slightly heavier than Daggett. Meanwhile, Ember is at 95, which is significantly heavier than both of them.
So would you say like 100 is kind of like your base median for in terms of value?
Your base medium, I'd say would be SpongeBob, which would be 100. Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's not really central, but like I feel like it's not really in the center of weight, but it is definitely what feels to be the most mid-weight character. If that makes sense.
So both these characters are, you know, kind of on the lighter spectrum there. What a interaction that was. Very unfortunate for Twitch here. Now down 2 stocks here. And it looks like Twitch is just trying to be as aggressive as possible. Wants to try to make up that difference here. But ThundeRzReiGN with the slime cancel into the up airs. Just getting him here again and again. Getting that percent on the board. Well, I guess it's not necessarily percent in this game. Is it just points value?
It's just damage. I just call it damage. You can just call it percent too, as long as it's clear what you mean.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Thunders.
I see you there, Thunders. Hey, that was kind of a clip. From day one, that's kind of a clip.
That was really nice. That was really nice.